And we are back. Today we've got a piece of beech, I'm pretty sure. That's what the guy told me when I got it from his house. It's about 12 and a half inches long. And about 3.5 inches that way and 4 inches that way. I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to start, find me a nice little flat spot right about in there, and we're going to drill a hole for a woodworm screw, and we're just going to plop it on the lathe just to see what we can do with it. Just throw it right on that woodworm screw. Let's see what we can do with it. Oh yeah. This is going to be fun. Like a propeller out there. Get her set up. Definitely want some tailstock. I have a feeling it's going to slip. When I was putting it on the screw, it felt like it was still spinning and wasn't getting tight. So we'll have to get this tendon put on as quick as we can. Alright. Nope, we gotta raise it. There we go. Alright, let's see what we can get for speed wise, and then I'll get my mask on. That's pretty well balanced. About 900. 960, and I'm starting to feel a little wobble. So let's get her going. Alright, that should give us enough room for a tenon. What about that? Let's get our 1/2 inch. Okay, now let's start fixing the top here, keeping the top part round, get the top part rounded, and then we'll work on better shape. Alright, we've got it rounded. A little spot right there is still flat. Let's do one flowing curve. Flowing curve. Alright, I'm actually liking that. That's looking pretty good. Get our scraper out, get up some of them tool marks. looks like we're getting there. I got a little bit of tear out, so I'm taking the scraper and angling it, try to smooth it some more. Big help. I think the rest of it we can get with sanding. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, time for sanding on the bottom. Then I'll remove the little nub there from the tenon and we'll get to flipping it over. So let's get sanding going. Yeah, I'm power sanding with this one. Right now we're sanded to 400. I'm going to hit it with 600, but here's some denatured alcohol first. And we got a lot of bright light right now. I still think it's turning out pretty well. It's going to have a little bit of a darker color than I was originally thinking. We'll let that dry off and then we'll hit it with 600 and then we'll put some wax on it. That's pretty daggone smooth. Alright, let's throw some wood wax on her. Some feed and wax. Oh boy. It's actually got some good color to it. It's soaking it up pretty good. I'll rub it in the edge here. Alright, well, I'm going to get that knocked off and flip it over and I'll bring you back. We got it flipped over. Now the fun part. The way I understand winged bowls that are like, especially like this, is you want to start from the outside, leave the mass in the middle, and start working your way down, and then start clearing out the bottom, or in the middle of it. At least that's the way I've watched it done numerous times on this type. They say the big reason why, especially if you're going thin, is if you start with the middle and work your way out, the outer wings are a lot heavier and they can flex and bend and break off. So you want to work on the outside in. So that's what we're going to do. And right now, 8, 9, we're at 1100. See, I almost started with the middle like usual. I'm trying to think about what I want to do for thickness. Right now we're at a 1/2 inch thick, or 10 mil, 11 mil. I do want to go thinner. Now that looks good. Oh no, the bark. All right, we got to fix that bark. Because this is going to be a pretty live edge. If we lose it, we lose it. I understand, but we want to try everything we can to keep the bark. Alright, now let's get back in here. I like the thickness right there. And now we're at 6 mil. I can deal with 6 mil. Or 1/32. Alright, we're good now. Let's work our way. Oh boy, battery's about to die, but we're doing good so far. I'm gonna see if I can get a scraper in here before I get too far off. Let me see. Oh no! We lost some bark from somewhere, I think. Oh, right here. Oh! I wonder if we can save it. Alright, let's give it a shot. I think that's all of it. I remember this pod did have some missing before. Now this is like an older piece. I could probably cut it, but probably just leave that part right there like that. As long as we can keep the rest of it, I'll be happy. Well, I got to order dinner, and then when I come back, we'll get back to it. And then we're going to have to do, we ain't going to be spinning it and sanding this one. That thing looks crazy. Yeah. Might as well just go ahead and do that one too, because it looks like it's getting a little bit loose. Alright, I'll take care of this and get dinner going, and we'll be back. Well, we took care of the bark with some super glue. It's time to start working down the center portion, and I'm going to do a lot of sanding because this wood is it's working out great, but whew, it's getting a little sketchy for me. Looks like a little skateboard. All right. We are getting there. Oh boy. I think we did it. Yes, we did. We made it. A little bit right here. Alright, let's see where that bark came off of. Same spot as before, but you know, part of it stayed on. Yeah, we can still fix that, and then I'll sand it and we'll be good to go. So I'll fix that, sand it out, bring you back when we're done sanding. This is pretty cool. We're back with our log of birch, or beech. I mean beech. Then we're sanded to 400. Now we're going to throw a little bit of denatured alcohol on it. Clean it up the best we can. And then I will take and do 600 grit. And then before we put the wax on the inside, we're going to remove the tenon. Just because I think it'll be better that way, and I can always fluff the wax by hand. Sanding it was a lot easier doing it by hand anyway, so I found that one out. You don't have to worry about the propeller going around and smacking anything. Get around the edge of the bark without ripping it off, best we can. Alright, we should be good now. Definitely need to get this buffed off, the wax buffed off the backside. But it's like a whitish color here, but when you put the wax on, it darkens it a little bit. Alright, I'm going to take and get this tenon removed off very carefully, because we're looking at between 5 and 6 mil. Let me get us something to jam chuck it with. Got us our little cushion. Oh, need paper towel for it too. Alright, I've noticed the little grip things here will sometimes leave a mark on the wood, the little dots. So I try to remember to put a paper towel between it as well. And we still had the hole from earlier, so I'm able to line it up. .762. Let's get out our 3/8 gouge. Slowly work it away. Pop it off just like that. Now we just got to sand that little spot right there, the little nub, and we'll be good. and get this stuff out of the way. But there's a little skateboard. Put some wheels on it. But alright, I'll sand this down, I'll wax that, and I'll buff it out, and I'll take pictures for y'all.